All right, boys, the European Velocita is here. We started doing on stream, and we tried to crew up, and then we kept getting disconnected. So I've only done 2 of these races. I will make a separate summit video of me going through all of the races, but I figured I'd get the pro settings out now because we just did the SF90 tune, the Ferrari 308 tune, the 2 new cars, and there's a good amount of tunes to give you guys here. I mean, obviously the Pista and the Superleggera are here, and I believe that's the bundle for this week. But Street Tier 2 and Hypercar, you have a lot of options, and these are kind of whatever you want to use, honestly. But I'm going to give you the pro settings in this video, and then like I said, I'll do a separate video of me actually racing and showing you lines and cuts, or whatever it is. So look, now my Pista was coming out soon, but since the summit's here, we're gonna do the Pista. All right, so pro settings. I actually have gone back and forth with this car quite a bit. This is where I've settled. I don't think the Pista is just that great of a car. I would say it's like mid pack. We'll say that. All right, look, brake balance 50%. All right, load on the front -4 under aero. Okay, suspension springs front 10% stiff, rear -3 soft. Damper compression front 16% stiff, rear -14 soft. Damper rebound fronts 20% stiff maxed out, rear -10 soft. Roll bars 10% stiff up front with a -8 soft in the rear. Camber front -25, rear -20. All right, Pista is I think there's 2 races you have to use the Pista, and then all right, the other car which I had coming out this week. All right, right here, the Gallardo LP 574 Superleggera. All right, so pro settings for this bad boy: power distribution 40% front, brake balance 58%. Didn't change the aero. Springs front 9% stiff, rear -2 soft. Damper compression front 16% stiff, rear -6 soft. Damper rebound front 20% stiff, rear 9% stiff. Okay, roll bars maxed out 10% stiff up front, +7 stiff in the rear. Amber -25 up front with a -15 in the rear. Now, I got a lot of questions about this on stream. It's very close to the Huracan. All right, the Huracan, we all know, everybody uses it. Tired of seeing 10 of these every race. Gallardo can hang with the Huracan. I think the Huracan just barely outperforms it, but it's not much. I mean, the lateral G's are better on the Huracan. So yeah. But look, let's go back to the summit. So you have a lot of options here, okay? Italy Hypercar. Now, I don't have all the cars, but what I do have is, if you look here, all right, we can use literally any Ferrari. SF90 is fast. Aventador, fast. My tune hasn't come out for this. You could use the Countach. Huracan Performante. I was going to drop that tomorrow, or I guess today if this video comes out. Revelto. Reventon, I haven't tuned yet. Cyan Roadster, I probably wouldn't use that. I would not use the Huayra. Don't know about the MC20, haven't tuned it yet. I did use the Aventador, and it was pretty good. I didn't try it with the SF90. I think what you're gonna want to use, you have options, and most of these are out on my channel if you want to look under my Hypercar playlist, but I would use a Revelto. This just corners the best, has a good launch, it's quick. I think this is probably going to be your best bet if you want to be set probably the fastest times you can. So instead of having you go to another playlist, I'll just give you my Revelto tune again. Okay, it is under my Hypercar playlist if you want to go check it out. Power distribution 40%. All right, brake balance 60%. Let's see what we got. 17, 17.7, 17.3. Yeah, so you can't improve it, so leave it 60. Aero load front -2, rear -2. Okay, suspension spring front 7% stiff, rear 4% stiff. Damper compression front 5% stiff, rear 5% stiff. Rebound front 10% stiff, rear 6% stiff. Roll bar 10% stiff, rear is 5% stiff, and camber -25 up front with a -20 in the rear. I tried like I said, I tried a couple cars and then went back. Revuelto is the way to go. All right, so that'll get you for the hypercar. That's the only hypercar that you can use something else. So yeah, so these two. All right, you can use any Italy street tier 2 car. Now, again, you have a lot of options. All right, F40. All right, I would say yes. I hear the Countach is good. I haven't tuned it yet. Diablo, we have a tune for this on the channel. Not bad. Just gave you the Super Leggera tune. Not bad. Huracan tune also on the channel. This one's hard to say. I would say, honestly, I would use a Huracan or I would use the F40. Both are up on the channel, but I will give them to you now just because this is a pro settings for the Summit. All right, so here we go. F40. This is what I personally used. I think I would stick with that, me personally. Brake balance 50%. 17.1. Can we improve it? 16.7. 16.5. All right, make it 41%. Make it just a little bit better. Okay. Suspension, springs 6% stiff up front, 2% stiff in the rear. Damper compression 7% stiff, rear -4 soft. Damper rebound front 11% stiff, rear 5% stiff. Roll bars 9% stiff up front, 8% stiff in the rear. Camber -25 up front with a -18 in the rear. This is one of probably my better tunes. This car feels really good. I would go for this. But if you also want to use a Huracan, because a ton of people use this thing, we'll show the pro settings for this as well. All right, 40% power distribution, brake balance. What we at? 18.9. Yeah, no, we're gonna leave it 50. -5 front aero. Okay, and suspension springs front 9% stiff, rear -5 soft. Damper compression front 4% stiff, rear -7 soft. Damper rebound front 6% stiff, rear 5% stiff. Roll bars 9% stiff up front, rear -4 soft. And the camber -25 up front with a -20 in the rear. You just have so many options. All right, so many options. I would go Revuelto, F40, then obviously Pista, Super Leggera, Pista, and then Speed Trap. I feel like people are going to use planes for that because it's just the bridge is out in the open. It's going to be easy to cheese that. Escape I haven't tried, Slalom I haven't tried, but you know, get the right legendary set score breaker for that, and you're good to go. But like I said, I'll make a separate video on doing these races. But yeah, tons of pro settings for you in this video. Get out there, get platinum. And you boys know the drill. Subscribe, come back, check out other content. Got a ton of tunes. See you on the next one.